Hey guys, so Jacy Reese, he has a really great TED Talk that you should check out if you haven't already. He posted this insane clip from Jon Stewart from The Daily Show from, well, it seems like it was from forever ago, but it was actually from just 2003, so not that long ago, a decade and a half ago, where Jon Stewart makes this just really awful, insensitive, just not funny.
As always in these debates, it's left to the longest shot to say the craziest thing. I give you Ohio Representative Dennis Kucinich.
I would nominate any gay to the Supreme Court, or lesbian or bisexual or transgendered person to the Supreme Court.
Yes, yes. All rise for the Honorable Justice Chick with Dick.
Jacy asks, what laughable 2018 fringe views do you think will be mainstream by 2033? And will you be on the right side of history? Again, you know, saying that this joke was acceptable in 2003, and you can hear this audience, this obviously liberal audience, right? It's a Daily Show, laughing at this joke. But today, I don't think you'd see the same thing. You would see a bunch of think pieces on, oh my God, Jon Stewart is transphobic, right? And so I responded saying, maybe not by 2033, but at some point, the jokes that are made by virtually everyone about animals, at the expense of animals and about animal exploitation, are going to be seen as just disgusting. It always amazes me when I see liberals essentially say bacon though, type comments about animals. I think, man, it may happen in your lifetime that you look back at that and go, oh my gosh, that's incredibly cringy and offensive. I'm not making this video to say like, ooh, look at me on the right side of history, and many of you watching, ooh, the reality is, and this actually is a piece that I think 80,000 Hours put out not too long ago, talking about, look, it's inevitable that there are views that we hold probably pretty strongly today that are wrong, that are 100% wrong. And there's going to be a future where our descendants look back on us and go, ugh, how could you do that? How could you allow that to happen? Now, of course, as vegans, we say, well, yeah, that's going to be factory farming. Our descendants are going to look back and go, oh my God, how could you participate in that? But I think it's pretty much inevitable that it's not just factory farming. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff that right now I may be thinking, yeah, this is totally valid and totally good. And it turns out it's not. And I'm complicit in something that's really terrible and really hurts sentient beings. That's pretty much inevitable. And it's a weird thing to think about, because how do you square that with, well, I'm a good person, I'm doing what I can to be good, but I pretty much know that there's at least something that I believe, and probably something that I participate in on some level, that's really damaging. I mean, we look back on some of the greatest thinkers in human history and some of the most influential people, and pretty much every single one of them has a dark side, right? Pretty much every one of them did something or believed something that we're like, no, no. And it can be easy to look at those people and go, oh, well, they were just bad people. But if that's true, then we're probably pretty much all bad people. Anyway, I don't really have anywhere else to go with that, I guess. It's just something I've been thinking about it a lot, and then to happen to see Jacy's tweet, it was like, oh, I have to respond. I have to respond to this, because every time I see these tweets, again, from people who, because let's face it, I mean, liberals are more likely to care about animals and animal welfare than people on the right are. Not to say that there aren't people on the right who are very compassionate towards animals and are even vegan. Of course, those people exist, but statistically, you know what I'm saying. And even still, I see people on the left, making these types of comments. And every time I think like, wow, this is, give it a couple or a few more decades, you might think quite differently about that topic. And you might be pretty embarrassed, and you might hope to God that you don't have a Twitter account that's large enough that your deleted tweets have been saved. What's that? There's some website that once your account gets large enough that it I guess, archives all of your tweets. So you can go and see like Donald Trump, you can see what tweets he's deleted, right? And all these like huge accounts. So you will pray that your account isn't large enough that all of those deleted jokes that you made at the expense of animals, that they aren't just saved on Twitter delete. What is the website? Anyway, I guess that's it. I guess I'd like to hear from y'all. What do you think are issues that many of us, even like many vegans, are really wrong about, and future people are going to look back on us and say like, oh man, that's just, how could they have done that? It's despicable. Yeah, I'd like to hear what you think that is. I'm sure there will be some interesting discussion in the comments. I'm excited. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, comments, questions, all that stuff down below. I said I was going to stop saying it, but I can't. It's just there in my brain. Subscribe. That's neat. Support the channel. Patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. And I will have a video very soon.